Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, July 16th, and we are one month away for some real estate changes. And again, we're getting into it today. I'm pretty excited. I've had way too many cups of coffee. We were up with Mrs. Ryan, loan officer, at 4:45 for work today. So, whew.
You're ready to go then.
What's going on? How the
Good
boys?
morning. Good morning, man. Good morning. Tom, we got to match his energy, man. We got to bump it up a little bit. What's up, Rob? What's going on, man?
Listen. Tom's still got TJ's.
We were up in the middle of the night with TJ. It must be nice to just have a single household and just do whatever you want, you know?
I sleep so many hours every night, uninterrupted. You can't imagine.
Must be nice to just have that little single household, Anth.
Actually, I lied. 12:47 last night. Bam woke me up. He had to go outside. It's not all roses over here, guy. It's not all roses.
I'm going to blame that on you because you probably forgot to let him out at 9 when he asked.
I don't think I did, but that's okay. He sits there and just breathes on you till you wake up, and you take him out, go back to bed. It's all good.
Yeah, you don't have to feed him in the middle of the night or anything.
LaPera, you're going to be here Friday, correct? I know you're heading out of town. Will you be here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm not leaving until... Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay, perfect. Next, and then the week after, we hope to get some beach pics from you.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Like a model show?
Little toes in the sand?
No, not of him, Tom, of the beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody want to come over and water my garden, though?
Ask your neighbor. He does better than you.
That's true.
What
are those, mini tomatoes? Hey, I want your neighbor's tomatoes and zucchini.
They look bigger than they do on camera.
Okay, that's what she said.
Yeah.
But anywho, getting into it. So a lot of information is getting out there about the changes coming in the real estate world. Of course, we're the finance side, so we just want to make sure we answer any questions on the finance side more than the real estate side. But the biggest question coming with these changes in the new sales contract and these new addendums and the new rules is VA and VA paying buyer commission and any extra set commission. Anthony, your senior loan officer. Tell me if I'm wrong. To my understanding, the VA buyer can pay buyer agent commission for a reasonable cost, according to the VA, and that includes any fixed commission, any $3.95 set commission fee, or $5.95 or $8.95, whatever a set commission fee is for the broker. They're also allowed to pay that. Do you agree?
100%. So yeah, when they made the VA lifts, the temporary lift, I mean, they're allowing the buyer to be able to pay the buyer's agent commission, if need be, along with the admin fee. That was part of it. So I know we're hearing conflicting information, out there, everywhere. I think a lot of people don't realize or know the financing guidelines, but it is nice that they'll be able to actually still be able to utilize a buyer's agent and pay their agent if, that's something that comes up.
That's well said. So yeah, we're going to try to make things as simple as possible here. We're simple people. So VA can do everything that any other buyer can do. Every lender should allow that. It's more of a VA guideline than a lender guideline. So we should be good there. Correct, Tommy?
Yep, that is correct. Should be good on all sides of that one.
All right. Next, again, is to remember there are two separate sides. There are real estate changes, and then there's mortgage guidelines. The mortgage guidelines really haven't changed through this whole process regarding commission. Some of the guidelines are just becoming more prevalent that are getting real estate agents to know about them a little bit more. One thing I've noticed from these drafts I'm seeing of the changes, seller assistance is being turned into seller concessions. Same damn thing. They're just calling it something different. Did anyone else happen to see that and understand that?
Yeah, I think we would refer to that as the exact same thing. I sometimes over the last 8 years doing this, I called them seller concessions already. So, yeah, I think
Okay.
it's an interchangeable word, kind of like that Anthony's tomato or tomato, depending if it's his or his neighbor's.
Again, real simple here. So, yes, it may be changing on the real estate contract. It is not changing anything with the mortgage guidelines. Concessions, assistance, same thing. There is a max depending on the loan amount. I know we keep hearing it's going to be dependent on the lender if the lender allows it. I feel like that's a little misconstrued. I don't see a lot of lenders being different on seller assistance. There's the guideline based on the program, and most lenders are going to follow Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac guidelines for the seller concessions or seller assistance. Anthony, do you agree to that?
I do. The only caveat to that we've seen is, I mean, the guidelines are the guidelines, so they're allowed to max seller's assist based on that specific program. The VA home loan is kind of the confusing one because some lenders cap it at 4% max seller's assist when the VA allows all closing costs to be paid for by the seller. So there is a misconception on that specific program, but that's why West Penn's awesome because we go full force with our guidelines.
So what you're saying, if you want a VA loan and get max seller assistance, or my mistake, seller concessions, you need to come to West Penn Financial. Make sure you get those guidelines correct.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Because VA most unique seller concessions, a seller can pay for all of the buyer's closing costs in most cases. 4% only goes towards the prepaids. So that's how we read those guidelines. That's why the West Penn VA loan is top of the top when it comes to loan programs. So that's important because if you go to a lender that's capping that seller assistance, and we believe the guidelines are a different way, the buyer can literally close with less at West Penn. You have anything to add to that, Thomas?
No, I think that we help our veterans out greatly at West Penn with not only being able to give them max concessions, but also a discounted admin fee. So yes, continue to send all your VA buyers our way.
Yep. And okay, now into I feel like it's the most unique part of these new changes coming on the real estate side is where the hell are you allowed to advertise if your seller is going to pay for the buyer commission? The seller wants to keep everything the same. They're good. They want as many people to see their house. They're going to keep everything the way it is. They're going to pay the full commission. But these rules are saying no IDX pulled sources are allowed to show commission. Did I state that right, Anthony?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that is correct.
So, Anth, you're a little bit, maybe Tom, you can answer this. I don't think you're a big computer guy, but maybe. Can you explain what IDX means out there to the people, or what that information is coming from? No? Does anyone? I don't even know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't.
I believe it's just the feed that's out there for the
like it's connected to the MLS.
Yeah, and I believe all of these MLSs are connected to like an IDX feed where they're all intertwined and they could get that information freely. That's how we could, if you Google, you could still see
on the glasses, Tom.
That's how, like, if you Google, we could see properties in California or Colorado or other places because we could pick up on their feed.
Okay.
So basically just transfers listing data between a real estate agent's website and a multiple listing the MLS service.
There we go. We practically had it. I mean, we're smart guys. So the rules are saying anything that automatically pulls from IDX, you can't show commission. That's going to be good for what the seller wants to pay. They just can't show it. Not allowed. Good news, bad news. Us at West Penn Financial got your back. Bad news is you have to understand what's pulling automatically from the IDX where you can't advertise it. There are things that automatically pull. here's the good news. I'm going to show it right now. The best news in the world, if you've worked with West Penn Financial and worked with us, you know that we can do listing flyers, open house flyers, whatever you want to call them, that look like this, that could potentially be co-branded. This is made by us. We make this manually. It doesn't pull automatically from anywhere. So when we put in the description, if you agents want to work with us, especially listing agents, hello, listing agents, the rules say you can have a flyer made, put it on social media, have it at the house, as long as it's not IDX fed. We have it for you. Call us. We'll make it for you. Done, sealed, easy peasy, no problem at all. So we can put in right here. I'm not going to have in the flyers that it's not IDX fed. I just want you guys to understand we manually type this in where we can add any verbiage that you want to the flyer. It also comes down, then it has some financing options. Again, it will be co-branded with you. So this right here, you guys tell me, solves all the problems. We're done. Let's get to work. Give us calls.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great way we could help the listing agents out and be able to help the buyer's agents out as well, showing them what exactly is being offered in this listing and to help them put in the strongest offer possible.
Yeah. And again, or if you are doing an open house, you need this, we got you. You're doing a listing, you need this, we got you. If you're showing a house, hey, showing this house, you got the buyer pre-approved, we got you, plain and simple. So this is the first tool West Penn has for you to really get down to the nitty-gritty of these changes. Secondly, again, Preferred Agent One, talk about it. It's the greatest mortgage app out there. If you go to the calculator section, up in the upper right-hand column, seller concession cheat sheet, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're not familiar with seller assistance or seller concessions, you don't know what the loan program rules are. For some reason, Anthony's on a plane to vacation and you can't get a hold of him for that 30 minutes that he's on the plane, and you need information quickly, we got you. So if you went in this calculator right here, you put in the purchase price or the home price. Let's say it's a conventional loan. No, it's going to be an FHA loan. It's their primary residence. They're putting 3.5% down. There's no current concessions. We'll hit compute. Boom. There it is. It computes it for you automatically, 6%. You hit the button here. It's then going to calculate it all into a pretty flat flyer for you. It might take 20 or 30 seconds to load, but then it's going to make a flyer where you can print it out, put it at your listing. You can show it to your buyer. You can put it on social media. Here it is right then, showing the max seller contribution. Do you have to ask for the max? Of course not. You can ask for any dollar amount under the max. You just can't ask for more than the max. Let's say, okay, your buyer, he or she changed their mind. They don't want to go FHA now. You know what? Let's go a conventional loan. You don't know what the guidelines are for a conventional loan. Maybe they're doing conventional 3% down. Oh my God, what the heck is that? You compute it. Guidelines say conventional loan, less than 10% down. You can ask for max 3% seller assistance. Again,
this is a great tool. Absolutely great tool.
Make it. It's, I mean, in seconds here, guys, we're doing this live for you to show how quick and easy, right built into your Agent One app, this calculator. And here, if you wanted to do the conventional one, the conventional flyer breaks it down of what the max would be depending on your down payment. So this tool is there for you along with our open house flyers. I mean, easy peasy. We got this. It doesn't have to be too difficult. Yes, that contract is new. We got to figure out how to fill that bad boy out, understand the verbiage in the contract. But when it comes to the financing side of this, any questions you got, we got the tools to give you to just keep on rolling with business.
For sure. And if you please, some people may be watching this and not exactly still fully understand Seller's Assist. Please call us so we can explain it to you, because if you're going to be in this business going forward, you need to know what seller's assist is and be able to use it readily.
Absolutely. Big Dog, what you got to finish us up? Unmute yourself. I'm gonna ban the mute button from
all great stuff, guys. I mean, it's accurate, man. I mean, ultimately, the tools we provide, I mean, they're great tools. They're not utilized enough, and they are a guide. They're not the end all be all. We still have to do our verifications on the financing end, but they're great tools to use. So, I mean, every one of us is available to help walk you guys through these options and tools that we offer.
Did I miss anything that you guys wanted to talk about that you saw with the changes regarding financing side of things?
No. I think there's just that little bit of a change there on page 3 or 4 for us. Added an extra paragraph in there. So make sure you're going to be filling that out right, because that is what we're going to be looking at on financing as well.
Yeah,
that's a great point. If the contract's not filled out correctly, the lender, the title company, the appraiser, everyone sees that contract. We need it done correctly. So the better it's filled out, the more accurate it's filled out, the smoother the transaction right off the get-go. So we don't have any surprises here right before closing. So appreciate it, guys. We will see you Friday. Heck, we might even all be live Friday. Who knows? We'll talk about it.
That'd be cool.
See you then.
Later.
See you guys.
Bye.